Gentlemen, how many of you can see that the Mount Kenya governors are very quiet as far as the movement and the political activities in the Mount Kenya are concerned? How many are seeing that? Even the one governor who was very vocal on regarding Gachagua's issues, that is Mutahi Kahiga of Nyeri, he has recently gone quiet. He was actually in William Ruto's campaign, and in William Ruto's, of course it was campaign, but in William Ruto's tour in the Central Kenya region. How many have seen these governors are quiet? On this particular video here, we are going to critically dissect it on why these people or these leaders could be quiet as far as the Kenyan politics are concerned. But before I take you through, ladies and gentlemen, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, kindly take a second or two to subscribe. And also after subscribing, ladies and gentlemen, my number is always here. For those who are interested to support the channel, that is the M-Pesa number. Feel free to do so, and I'm grateful about that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to engage me and share with me on some political matters, especially people from Kushite, the Kushite region, people from all over the country, reach out to me and enlighten me further on politics. That's how I get to learn so that I can be able to do better analysis here. Let me dive into the topic today, but before I do so, 2 seconds to subscribe, please. Thank you so much for the subscription. Now let me dive in. Why is it that these governors are very quiet despite having the kingpin right now regarding Gachagua very much active in the Kenyan politics? Why is it that he's quiet? They are quiet. Number one in my list is this. They are probably working. When I look at someone like Irungu Kangata, does he even have time to go to the public rally and start doing politics? No. He's taking care of those people's healthcare. He's taking care of those people's roads, education, giving people various support within Murang'a County. And that is why nobody's criticizing Irungu Kangata. And he's doing a fantastic job. If this is the best governor in the country performing, he's the one. Leave alone those ones who are clinging on what you call government projects. There's no government project William Ruto has taken to Murang'a. We can say it's so huge, like Homobi and other parts. But right now, Irungu Kangata is working and the people of Murang'a are not complaining. And I want to say it here that Murang'a County is one of the luckiest counties we have in the country. It has always produced good leaders, be it governors, be it even ministers, be it even what we call the members of parliament. So they are blessed to have good leaders. And those two Murang'a actually, it has produced what we call the billionaires of Mount Kenya. Talk of SK Mashare, talk of Peter Munga, talk of, huge leaders, huge people have come from that region. So therefore, we want to state it here categorically, ladies and gentlemen, that Murang'a County is one of the best counties in the country. I wish to work there someday. Probably if I get an invitation from one of the leaders, I go and do a tour from that place. But definitely, I'll just go there. So, ladies and gentlemen, why is it that these people are quiet? They are working. Mutahi Kahiga knows very well. He's in second term. Probably is making his legacy. Most of the governors in their second term, but those for the first term, they must work very hard to deliver. If not, they are going home. They are going home. Whether you quit UDA and you're not performing, in Mount Kenya, hauna nafasi. Now, also, I think most of the leaders in the country are very corrupt. And they have done so many unscrupulous things for them to get to wealth here. And as we speak today, there are no new billionaires there are no new billionaires than the governors we have in the country. People owning huge tracts of land, huge properties, tenders right, left, and center, having a huge amount of money stashed up broad. They're the governors. If you go to Dubai, I hear there are so many buildings owned there by governors, Kenyan governors. That is a clear indication that these people are hugely embezzling public funds. So if they wake up in the morning and start making noise and William Ruto is there, or maybe politically and supporting Gachagua, they know very well they'll be put in jail. ESCC will be at their doorstep. They're just like the case of Natembea. So if they're not clean, they cannot come out. We know that very well. They have to sing to William Ruto's tune. They have to dance to William Ruto's tune. So they cannot make any noise. So they fear ESCC will come for them, arrest some of them, and actually ensure they are prosecuted. As we speak today, there's a governor, Ferdinand Nchiti, probably is in jail still. This gentleman was sentenced for 12 years in jail. Or is it 12 years or 2 years? Simply because of embezzlement of public funds. Of which one? Kiambu County. So therefore, after seeing that, you have to be very careful. That was a lesson that if you joke with William Ruto's government, you're going to get done. So apart from this, you have the police and arrests. If you do something wrong and the government, you know, it always knows, you'd get arrested. Also, I think they're reading the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, in Mount Kenya, you can't just wake up in the morning and throw your legs around that you are a governor, you are a leader of which kind. You must first understand what the ground wants. Why? The people, leaders in Mount Kenya follow what the people say. If there's a person who had governor, it's Uhuru Kenyatta also. But they were all thrown out and the ground shifted to William Ruto. And as a result, people are jobless right now, like Jeremiah Kioni and the others. So therefore, you have to follow what the ground wants. That's how you can be able to go back into leadership, to get a job after 5 years. So they are studying the ground. Anne Waiguru had said it before. He studied the ground actually she was with Azimio until they launched the manifesto at Nairobi. But suddenly she changed tune and went to UDA. That's the same case as we speak today that's going to happen in the central region. People are going to study the ground very well and realize that no, the ground is pro Gachagua or maybe pro William Ruto. So let's go to the right place. So most of them are right now studying the ground, listening to the people. Wakisikiza wa Kenya. Other thing here, I think one thing that's happening in Mount Kenya, it's that most of the leaders are never noisy. Gachagua has gotten the chance because he has some interest that you have to agree that he has about the mountain people. And they need a leader at that level, which governors cannot serve. So therefore, governors, their nature in Mount Kenya region, they are generally meant to be quiet. They have not been noisy ever since William Ruto got into power. Even up to the impeachment, most of them were quiet. Most of them were quiet, except the gentleman that is Mutahi Kahiga. And that's the nature of the Mount Kenya governors. Right now, it's a few people can tell that the governor of Nyandarua is called Badilisha. It's a few people who know that the governor of Laikipia is called Irungu. It's a few people here know that the governor of Kirinyaga County, it is Anne Waiguru, because people are quiet on the ground doing their stuff. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the noise from Mount Kenya, it's not expected to be there so much. And that is why, as we speak today, most of these leaders are quiet. However, I cannot rule out that these people probably, some of them could be having a problem with working with President William Ruto, because if they work with William Ruto and state it openly like they did before, the ground might hate them. And some of them could be probably holding themselves to Rigathi Gachagua. Why? Rigathi Gachagua is having a very, very, very unique character that it's not able to align with. You have to be somebody of certain nature. And therefore, to align with him is not easy. He's such a tough guy that even if you decide to work with him, you have to think 100 times. It's not easy. So therefore, probably they're also having a difficulty on associating with Rigathi Gachagua, or maybe they're having a certain period they're trying to observe how Rigathi Gachagua is operating before, or even his intentions before they work with him. We cannot also finish this video without saying one simple thing. There are some leaders right now who have started being quiet. Like now, the governor of Nyeri has slightly distanced himself from Rigathi Gachagua. And some leaders have started moving slightly away from him. That is like Ketu Waruguru, the Ngunjiri Wambugu, I think that's the former Nyeri town MP. So such leaders are shifting from him. Probably there's a plan that we are not understanding, or maybe there's something happening behind the scenes that we are not really aware of. Let me see on the comment section why you think Wambugu left Gachagua, and also why Mutahi Kahiga is slightly moving back from Gachagua's politics. I don't know what your take. My name is Abel Mukwa. Let me see on the comment section what you think as far as the behavior of the governors of the Mount Kenya region. My name is Abel Mukwa once again. See you next time.